And over that time, I started to lose my vision on my left eye.
Okay, lose your vision.
I lost a lot of feeling on my my left side, on my left feet. I was the director of development of a children's orphanage in the Ukraine, so I was working constantly for orphans, and I couldn't type effectively. I couldn't walk effectively. I couldn't see. Like my whole left side, I could feel something was really off.
Left side paralysis. And was that in your arm, your leg?
Like my fingers, my fingertips, my toes tips. And then I guess the grand finale was...
And then what did they do for that?
More antibiotics.
More antibiotics.
More antibiotics.
Okay. Wait a minute, where were antibiotics? Okay, more. Okay. And did they, at this point, say they thought you had something, or they're still blaming it still on celiac disease?
No,
or?
they told me, I was 34, you're 34, you have anxiety, you live in New York, your work is really stressful, just go out on medical leave, calm down, and
okay. You
you'll
have
be fine.
Stress? It's hard for us to understand how stress could create all that, but must have a lot of stress.
A lot of stress. Still going to the bathroom all the time, still living on waffles and potatoes.
Diarrhea.
Yeah.
Hang on. High carb diet, waffles and potatoes.
But despite the high carb diet, my body to the touch was like a dead.
Yeah.
Like ice cold. My skin had no color to it. At work, everyone was like, "She's gonna grow." I looked like...
And how far along are we in this process now from when you came back? Would you say we're at 6 months?
6 months. June.
6 months.
I was in St. Bart's in January, and now we're in June. It's my birthday.
June. And then you had some episodes where you had to go to the emergency room. Was that coming up or during this time?
So in June, I was just eating a salad, and my tongue started to swell like really quickly, and I went to the hospital right away, and I went into my first bout of anaphylactic shock, where I had to be EpiPenned.
Emergency room. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we got an EpiPen.
And that happened 4 times in 1 week. 4 times.
And what was that like?
It was terrifying, and the most terrifying thing was at that point, I saw an infectious disease doc who actually sees the Pope. He's one of the top docs in New York.
Okay, I better write that down. Top New York infectious disease doctor. Okay, because now maybe we're getting down to it. He's an infectious disease doctor.
You hope.
And you've had 4 EpiPens, 4 trips to the emergency room, can't breathe, tongue swollen, and okay.
And he tells me one of 2 things. He says, first of all, I don't think there's anything really wrong with you. Just go home and...
Doesn't sound like there's anything really wrong with you.
No, he told me to catch the flora, the healthy flora of my mom. That was one of his suggestions. And I'm like, from where? And he's like, just... And I'm like, okay, that's not going to work. And then he looked at me very seriously and said, my only other suggestion is to do the elemental diet, like for babies, and put a tube up your nose.
Okay, so we're going to have a tube up nose. Got it. And the elemental diet. Tell them what the elemental diet is.
The elemental diet, I don't even really know. I think
liquid yuck food.
Yeah.
Vitamins, minerals, things like that. And they put it through a tube into you.
Yeah, it tastes like...
That way you won't get, if you have the anaphylactic shock, it won't congest you up and your tongue can swell and...
Okay. So I did the elemental for like a day, but my tongue was still funky, and I was terrified at that point.
Yeah.
And my vision was really going by that point. So then the infectious disease doc just looked me straight in the face and said, sweetheart, you're going to have to face the fact that you're probably not going to make it.